go over. But what he didn't do, what we didn't do, that's what we're gonna talk about. All right. So basically, engine. We talk about engine power. Everybody's familiar with the power check, right? So I'm not going to ask you a bunch of questions. It's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you real quick, and I might have a question or two. If y'all want to take a picture, that's fine for your, reference or whatever the case may be. A lot of time, 90% of the time, students do not have an opportunity to come over here with the hands on. And when you ask them what is this, and then say, well, I really don't know, right? So basically, what we're talking about here is this is 160 horsepower engine, okay? And it's supposed to provide you 160 horse, but again, they stop there and they don't answer full question. 160 horsepower at what RPM? You feel what I mean? Because RPM has to do with what it provides. If RPM is not developing, guess what's going to happen? It's not going to provide power, right? So that's the reason you do a power check. And majority of the time in our industry, instructor don't go over with you. And now you have a little bit of a deficient information in order to make a good, safe decision, right? So we do everybody know what the mag check is, and when we use the throttle, that says speed alive. Well, great. What does that tell you? Anybody can tell me when this says speed alive, what does that mean?
That your pitot tube is
That's all it tell you. The pitot tube is not blocked. It's not going to tell you if his plane's going to take off or not. Hello? Follow what I'm saying? How many times instructor says speed alive? Yeah. And that is important to say, good morning, sir. How are you? That's Anthony. He's a A&P. Okay, Anthony, we're gonna do a class here. You can continue on with your work, whatever the case may be. I know you're gonna probably install the carburetor, right?
correct.
Okay, good deal. All right, continue on. We're gonna be out of your way, and if we are, let us know, and we'll get out of your way. All right. So when we talk about speed alive, right? Even though you fly for the airline, okay, you don't say speed alive 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You don't do all of those numbers, right? So you see a speed alive, that tells you the PDOT system is working, right? And then you call according to their requirement for the airline, 70, 80, V1, rotate, or whatever the case may be. All right, so in this industry, before you go anywhere, you do a power check, okay? Before the power check, you do a mag check. So when you do the mag check, what are you checking?
Each individual
Magnetos, right? So you got two magnetos, one on the right, one on the left. All right? So why do they have two magnetos? Just in case one fails, then you have the second one, right? So if one fails, the maximum RPM is going to drop. It depends on the magneto, depend on manufacturer specification, about 125, 150, about that much, right? 175, okay? Normal, about 100 is good enough. So when you are checking one mag, you shutting off the mag. So if you turn your switch to the left, which mag are you checking? You're checking left. Keep it simple. Don't get confused, and don't even think twice. Don't even take too long. I'm checking left. Okay, it says left, right? So now the question is, how are you checking it? Because you grounded the right mag. How do you ground the right mag? By
cutting off the power source.
yeah. So how do you cut a power source? By here you go. There's a P lead. Everybody come over here and I'll show you the P lead. Okay. So you have a P lead.
Sorry about that, Mark. Sorry about that.
Okay, here we go. See this lead right here is a P lead. You see, the magneto has the two leads on it. One is a P lead, one is basically coming from ignition switch. So when you turn left, you check in the left by grounding the right through the P lead. So if P lead is broken, what's going to happen? You're not going to have any mag drop, because what it's doing, is not grounding. So you got to know that 100% in your mind. You're not trying to just pass the exam. You basically, what you're doing is you having a knowledge of what are you doing, right? And what do you expect?